Sherlock, you should receive this letter upon your return from the Americas. Your instructions will follow to the letter in Switzerland, and I believe you'll find the results satisfying. Several days ago, the Swiss authorities inspected the Black Edelweiss Institute and found evidence of serious breaches of established medical ethics in total accord with your findings. Dr. Gyjax was also found and detained. Unfortunately, before anything could be learnt, he took desperate measures. He had hidden a small but highly lethal dose of potassium cyanide on his person. Before he could be stopped, he swallowed this poison and died immediately. His employees denied any knowledge of the doctor's murderous activities, and the evidence supports the conclusion that they were merely employees carrying out his orders. No trace was found of the Hindi. However, your friend, Superintendent Bilger, informed me that during their search of an underground level of the institute, his men discovered a blood-spattered well. Yes, we're aware of that one. In this room, they also reported hearing a strange maniacal laughter that appeared to come from the bottom of that same well. The superintendent thinks, as I do, that the sound was the shouting of the patients gathered in the hospital square. He theorizes that due to the odd acoustics present, the sound was distorted and appeared to be originating from that foul well. Now, that's where the light of abyss was. I must say, I agree completely with his reasoning and mentioned the odd report merely to apprise you of all the facts. Come on, Mycroft, you're meant to be smart. You should also know that since its discovery, that dreadful room has been condemned and permanently sealed. Although most of Dr. Gyjax's documents were destroyed before the arrival of the Swiss police, a number of accounting references survived. These were adequate to chase a series of suspicious transactions. Even the famed confidentiality of the Swiss banks has its limits. What I learnt, though seemingly fantastic, is quite probable. It seems that Dr. Gyjax had laid his hand on a goodly portion, if not the entirety, of Lord Rochester's lost treasure. You may recall the story. Lord Rochester, the infamous London billionaire, married an American woman. They had but one child, a lad named Archibald. After the boy completed his education and achieved his majority, he travelled east to take charge of his father's interests. In addition to his holdings in England, so someone else has gone to India. Like the person who's taken over the lighthouse, I think, went to India. In addition to his holdings in England, Lord Rochester also held a number of jewel mines in India. At the end of 2 years, Archibald had accumulated a fortune in gemstones, all of the highest quality. The best of these were placed in a chest, which he took with him onto a ship bound for England. Then his fortunes turned. Neither he nor the gems ever saw land, as a dreadful storm sank the ship near the Indian coast. Only a few of the ship's crew survived. The bodies of the rest were pulled from the sea with one notable exception. Not a trace was found of either Archibald or the famed chest. And the tragedy took a far greater toll. Lord Rochester was devastated by the news and died soon after. Grief-stricken, Lady Rochester returned to her family home in Boston. She herself died not long ago. What was once a noble family is now gone. What you may not know is that Archibald Rochester had the stones carefully documented and inventoried before he boarded the ship. I was fortunate to see these very documents recently. Comparing the particulars, I can say with the utmost confidence that some of these same stones, presumably at the bottom of the Indian Ocean abyss, have astonishingly surfaced in the middle of the Swiss Alps. I was unsuccessful in uncovering exactly what facts led Amos Colby, the Northwood Agency operative, to that area. I was unsuccessful in uncovering exactly what facts led Amos Colby, the Northwood Agency operative, to that area. But you may know more about the subject than I am privy to. Sincerely yours, my friend. Oh, because he doesn't know that it was us, I think is what he means by that. Okay.
Strange. Here, read this, Watson.
Indeed, but the possession of such a treasure is an end in itself. Why the devil go through with such an elaborate masquerade?
Money is often the motive of the basest acts, but not in this case. These are deep waters indeed, Watson. These people follow some other dark purpose, so desperate that it justifies any sacrifice and great risk.
You frighten me, Holmes.
I know. Sometimes I frighten myself. Enough of idle speculations, Watson. I asked you to study the figures drawn by young Davy. No doubt they are some cipher. What do you make of them?
What is the solution to the code? What? I've not even looked at it. 687954312. 214. What? I mean, these end with the same number. I don't know if that's in any way relevant. No, I don't understand. What? I mean... Because I don't know, is this an... I don't even know what, like, what's the solution? I don't know. Is this meant to be some kind of translation into letters? I'm actually going to look it up. How to decipher? You need to carefully review the strings of numbers, look for patterns. One non-numeric character that might give you a lead. So that is this slash. So this is the key to the thing, I assume? I mean, I assume that this is the key. In some capacity. But, like, this is the problem with a code like this, is I've got to know... I don't know how to decode it. Because it's just like, here is this. No, I'm going to keep looking at hints. Notice the slash. Concentrate on the numbers to the left. What can you discern about them? Yeah, all of them are there. Can you find other strings within the code where the same thing occurs, where all 9 are present? I don't know. That one. 2, 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 8, 3. So that's all of them, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay. Now what? What does it... This appears to be the only case where 9 consecutive numbers are all unique. What are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ah, no, because I have to go to that one. Oh, okay. So I have to look through and make a note of... Okay, I'm going to make a note of the ones that are missing then. Or maybe it's one... Is it the... So we only do the 8, and I have to find the one that's missing. So the one there is 5. Alright. 5... 9, 3, 4, 2, 1, 7, 5, 8. That's 6. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't understand what I'm doing then. Am I looking? Well, am I looking for the double for the thing that doubles, or the? In which case, how many numbers? Oh, I don't know. Because I would have thought, so we got 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Until before we get the next duplicate. Which means that maybe we're looking for the duplicates then. So it's 9. 8, but then we don't have a 9. Oh, which is what we're expecting. And we don't have a 6 either in that one. Okay, no, I don't understand it anymore. Some kind of clue to follow when he wrote... Okay. Inverse codes that representing information that is missing rather than what's there. 5 is missing. To represent a number using this inverse method requires 8 digits. Until you find out that it's repeating, you know that you've reached the end. But then this doesn't work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that's not duplicated. Unless I'm just looking for the 7. Like, because this is the thing. So you got 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't understand that one. Oh, the key. Yeah. Using the cannot repeat. So we have to stop with the 3. Which one is missing? There's 5. Why not to decode the miss? 6. Now look carefully. Ah, the 9th would be 7. That does not repeat any. So there is nothing missing. Ah, okay. Right. So we go to there, to 7. 5, 2, 7, 6, 1, 9, 3, 8, 5. So that one is missing 4. So it's the one that's missing. Okay. 7, 9, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 2. That's 3. 2, 4, 5, 3, 8, 9, 7, 1. So that's all of them, isn't it? No, it's not 6. Oh, we started from 2. And that's all of them, but not 6. Is it? Oh, right. Okay, and we're working out. Okay, we're working out a map reference, I think, because we've got because that's why it's 2. Because yes, okay, right, yeah. I am understanding. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's all of them. 3, 7, 5, 8, 9, 2, 1, 4, 8. 8, not the 2, is the 8. So that means that one's 6. 8, 2, 9, 7, 4, 3, 6, 5, 9. That one is 1. 9, 6, 7, 5, 2, 8, 4, 8, 1, 9. That one is 3. No, I've got this one wrong. I must have this one wrong. Because the codes aren't the same. They're not the same length. 9, 8, 2, 5, 6, 3, 7, 1. Unless that last one isn't a 6. Because it doesn't hit a repeat. I don't know. Where was I up to? 9. 9, 8, 2, 5, 6, 3, 7, 1. And that one is 4. I've got 5 digits. I've got 5 digits from this one and 4 from this one, which makes me think I've done something wrong. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6. First, using only Continue with the last 2 lines in the same manner. Notes first 9 are a full set. 6, 1, 3, 4. Oh, okay. But that doesn't work for... Okay, so I was right in that. So we've got... I have to click. You have to click. 5, 6, 4, 3, 6. Space. 6, 1, 3, 4. Like, I would have thought that was a map reference, but apart from the fact that they're... Oh, it's 06. Okay, that makes more sense. Because then they've not included the 6. Okay, the 0, okay.
Indeed, they are open to but one possible meaning, even if it eludes me at present. As for my own enigma, I have failed to penetrate the secrets of this book. The language is archaic, and my own modest knowledge of ciphers is sorely tested. I have succeeded in drawing forth only insanities and other absurdities. According to this book, if my translation is exact, if one makes this mark with human blood, and then with conviction recites this illuminating verse, the victim is mesmerized, or demons leave his mind. I tell you, Watson, this reads like complete gibberish. I do not know what to make of it.
How did you say it? What? These drawings, what a horror. I tell you, Holmes, this book gives me great unease, as does almost everything to do with this affair.
I just recalled, Watson. Didn't Barnes, the bookseller, tell us he had studied ancient history? Perhaps he might help us with the translation of this book. We must seek out better minds, for we are at a standstill. I have not the slightest idea where they could have taken these people and what consequences await them. Let's take our leave and see if Barnes might be of assistance.
What do you mean you don't know where they've taken them? Oh, wow. This is a reference. This is a direction. This is the direction. This is north and probably west. Right, well, we have weird book. Game is making me do things. It's like, no, there's probably a lighthouse there. It all connects. It all connects. But no, we have to go and killing Tempest. Poor Tempest. What did he ever do? Let us go and show him the book and drive Barnes mad, because that's what's going to happen.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, a real pleasure to see you. I say, where have you been? You've stayed away for some months now.
Indeed, we took a very long journey and barely made it back. However, we have more important matters to discuss. Didn't you say you have some knowledge of ancient people, their language, writings, and customs?
Indeed I did, Mr. Holmes. Why do you ask?
Book.
You are just the man we need. I ran across this esoteric text during our travels and wondered if... Is there something wrong, Barnes?
Mr. Holmes, wherever did you find this? This book, it is worthy of a museum.
If you could be so good as to translate some of these fragments for me, I would be in your debt. I am particularly interested in these pages here. They are in the poorest condition and therefore appear to be the most used.
With pleasure. I will get to work straight away and keep you informed of my progress.
I get the feeling he's in it and he's taking the book. He's going to steal the book. Right, now what do we do? What? What do I need to do? Oh, read the headlines. Come back later. Well, we'll go and bother... Is there someone here? There wasn't someone before. Oh, now there is.
Strand! Get the Strand! 3 ships still missing at sea! All aboard feared lost! Get the Strand! Latest word on the missing ships!
Give me the latest edition. There's a good lad.
Thank you, mister.
Storm of the Century. The colossal tempest many are already calling the Storm of the Century has taken hold of the Scottish and Irish coastlines. It has been raging for these last 2 weeks, and officials are alarmed by signs that the storm is intensifying. Witnesses report the winds are increasing and waves higher than 40 feet have been spotted. The storm is taking a terrible toll on shipping and the lives of seamen. 34 ships have been reported lost, and even as this article goes to press, several hundred lives hang in the balance as seamen struggle against the raging elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is presently forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Makes sense, you're sending a ship out, it's just going to be in as much trouble as any other ship. Until the storm lifts, those lost at sea have only fortune and faith which may carry them home. Their own ray of hope. One ray of hope is that the majority of lighthouses remain in operation. The roads leading to them are largely underwater, and the occupants, the guardians of our coast and a sailor's last friend, are manning their posts bravely, though they remain cut off from the world. Her Majesty the Queen held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learnt that similar phenomena are occurring around the world. Oh dear. An extraordinary quality of the tempest that is raging on waters that it appears to affect the weather around the world, creating similar storms elsewhere. Reports from continental Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Oceania all speak of the rapidly deteriorating sea conditions. Some scholars speculate that the force and direction of the currents around our coastline is amplifying the effect of these waves in the ambient seas. However, according to the same scholars, a worldwide effect of this magnitude would be the first of its kind.